All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Fishing with Squatch. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to post in the last 2 weeks. It's been really busy. Weather is horrible. Um, Had a lot of rain. It's chilly. It's not that fun right now. And there's a lot of work to be done. So I had a lot of work going on. I really couldn't get out and do any filming or nothing like that. So today is the first day in 2 weeks that I've been able to come out and do some fishing. So we are here at our local pond. Olive Pond's over here, and everything looks to be kind of slowing down. There's only a few fishermen that I can see of. The water is really clear though. That's something. So that's good. A lot of fish come in. You can see that. There's only a few fishermen right now. I'm not sure how many trout are actually in the water right now. I really don't think there's going to be a whole lot because I don't think they stocked it in I don't know, a few months. And actually, I don't think they stocked it since the summer. So whatever trout's in here is probably just trout from leftover. But there are still the catfish, the bass, the crappie, the bluegill, and I really don't know how active those ones are going to be. I do think that there's going to be some catfish, so we did bring some baits. Some came out of the freezer that I was cleaning out because of the holidays. We got some stuff. So I got a few of the bluegill that we caught last time we were here, or one of the times. We know that catfish like jerky or pepperoni sticks. We found that. Trying this out, something new. It has peanut butter, chocolate chips, some other stuff that's in it. For some reason, I found out this summer, and I've seen on YouTube a few times, people using peanut butter and bread. So brought some garlic bread. I think I have a container of peanut butter in my car. Actually, I do, and I might be going back to get that because it's chilly, and I left my coat in the car. Like it was warm like 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden this cold thing came in, and I'm just like, whoa. So I'm going to go back for that. And we got some raw shrimp. I don't know how good that is. It's in the bottom of my freezer, and so I'm not going to try it. And I think we got some more bread, so some buns. See what that catches us, if there's going to be anything catching at all. Like I said, we're targeting right now, what am I targeting? Carp and catfish, because those are the only ones that are probably going to be biting. Most likely. I will try some trout, and I may try some bluegill and crappie and bass, but I don't know. Never really had a lot of luck in the winter time or the fall time with those. They usually kind of start hibernating or something. Anyway, so with all of that being said, let's get into this. All right. So first things first, we got the big gal dolled up with some shrimp and a pepperoni stick, piece of it. So we're gonna put that out there and see what we can catch. Hopefully get one of those big old giant catfish and not one of those little ones we've been getting last summer. So I'm gonna launch it out that direction over there, and that's probably where I caught or hooked the biggest catfish out of this lake I've ever hooked out of the lake. Was right there. Didn't bring it in, but whatever it was took a rod like this and went that direction, and I never saw it. So let's see if we can replicate that. Jeez, if I can talk today. I feel like a noob all over again. I guess I kind of am still. All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, and then a fish just literally jumped. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a fish that just jumped right over there just as I launched that thing. Hilarious. Like, I have this feeling that God... Oh, there's a fish. Big one right there. Big one right there that just tailed. So that is where I'm going to put my next one. And I almost don't know if that fin is a trout fin. That fin looked a lot like a catfish fin. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I could do this. Get resourceful, Adam. Get resourceful. Put this over here. Bring this over. I don't think I need to get into that bag anytime soon. I do, oh well. I'm gonna put that down. So I marked where I saw that fish from the water over there. I'm gonna rig up another thing and give it a toss. But also, in this episode, I'd like to address something that someone left in my comments. It's not a big deal. I don't mind. Honestly, I actually prefer people to be honest and go out and if you say what you want, as far as calling people names, whatever it is, calling them stuff. So, calling me a noob does not offend me. As a matter of fact, I was laughing. But be specific on what you mean by me being a noob. I've been fishing since I was 1.5 years old. I may mistake some fish for others. My bad. But a noob I am not. Not a noob at all. At fishing, as a matter of fact. Generally, the fish that I see and I say they are, it's right. I might have been wrong in the last video. We'll go back and look at the footage. And one guy said, "Oh, that's a redfish. That red one is definitely a coho." I don't think you guys understand that not just coho turn red. Every salmon species, including trout species, will turn red during spawning season. They get a red tint to them. Some are more than others. Okay, so there's that. Also, that is the Sandy River. Been fishing it for longer than most people's been alive, as you heard in the video. And I have come across fish that do go up that river that don't normally go up it. And like the sockeye, they go up that river every once in a while. Not all the time, every once in a while. You get tulies. We call them tulies. They're a type of Chinook salmon. They go up there too. So they're not normally going up there, but they do. Some fish do go up the rivers for some reason. They just get lost. They go do their thing. It's documented. It's researched. It's all that other stuff. So, but if I ever do mistake a fish, please let me know. You can call me Dodo, stupid, or whatever. Make up a name. But noob, definitely am not a noob. But people do make mistakes. So, yeah, go ahead, make those comments. It actually hopefully attracts more, conversation. Those types of things. They help channels grow. So I don't mind it at all. But I did have to address the noob thing. It's kind of hard to call somebody a noob. I might be noob at YouTube, but I'm not a noob at fishing. So that's not the first time I've ever been. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, as if it mattered, I'm going to rig up the next one. I'm going to toss it right where I marked that fish out there, and I'm going to throw it right next to it. So hopefully we get something. Like I said, I think it's a catfish, so I'm just going to go with that. And what do I got? Ooh, I do got the catfish rig up already rigged up. Let's put a heavier weight on it and give her a toss. All right. Oh, there's another fish. Okay, he just moved over this direction. And let me give it... I'm going to hook on one of these. These are frozen, I believe. Maybe a little too frozen. But, it works. So we're going to call this freeze-dried bluegill. Oh, I need a heavier weight. That's right. I'm never going to make it out there if I don't. We're going to call that freeze-dried bluegill. Do I have a heavier weight? Oh, no. And I'm not re-rigging. So, I'm guessing we're going to do this. Take that off. Put this one on. And maybe this one. So I'm going to put three of those little guys on. Not ideal. But I really don't want to rig up. And he's on the move. So he's right there. He's kind of on top. Maybe I should just throw it on top. I don't know if I'll get there, though, with that little weight. Oh, I didn't get quite there with that little bit of the weight. Just could have thrown it harder. You know what? Starting to think this tree is going to be a nemesis. So, beaver took this tree down this year, and it's kind of making this little hole hard to fish. But it seems to be that I might be able to hook it up just like that. See, I like to use nature, folks. Use nature to fish. It works. So while those are soaking, I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just sit back and do something. I might go. I don't want to go back and get my freaking coat. It's a little chilly out here. So what time is it? It's 11:46. Got both rods in. Probably give each one of those, I don't know, 20 minutes. And then change it up to something different. I better close all this stuff up. It's supposed to rain for like the next 7 days, like off and on, so we never know where we're going to get dumped on, guys. Hopefully I can attract that fish that was jumping. They're not jumping. Excuse me. It was rolling. Freaking noobs. Talking crap they don't know nothing about. Fish didn't jump, it rolled. I'll roll you right on. So a lot of times in the summer, you'll see fish swimming right up through here, in the wintertime too. But it's mainly when they throw a lot of the trout in. And then you get all those bluegill and crappie and all those other guys. They just all come to the shore to do their spawning, bass. And then later on, they just get farther and farther out and into the deeper areas. But I think the deepest part, there's a guy one time, two people I guess, they're out here, and they were dropping rope and weight, and they were measuring how deep it was. And I guess the deepest part is right over there by the dock. It's one of the deepest parts. And I think over there is another deep spot. But most of this lake is actually not even that deep. It's deep. But I think it's like 40 or 50 feet deep over there, and over there it's like 30. Like right in the middle there, for some reason, it's not that deep. I think you said it was like 10. That was like in the summertime, though. So, you know, it is what it is, and I think that's why we see that big green patch growing over there of the grass and the algae, because it's just right, you know, it's closer to the surface. What I could do though, but I'm not sure. Always look up on Google. Let me see Google. Is it a copyright issue if I use Google? Like on YouTube? No, I see people do it all the time. Okay. When do frogs hibernate in Oregon?
Oregon frogs hibernate during the winter, usually from late October or November through March or April. They find shelter in places like ponds, underground, or in burrows to stay safe from the cold. Examples include Pacific tree frogs and Oregon spotted frogs.
Oh, there's a fish just tailed. So, when do bull frogs typically hibernate?
Bullfrogs typically hibernate from mid-October to late March in northern areas. This happens when water temperatures drop and they retreat to the bottom of ponds, lakes, or rivers, burying themselves in mud or leaves to conserve energy and stay protected from cold temperatures.
To bury themselves in the water, like, and don't breathe or something? That's crazy. Well, anyway, yeah, it's November, so we're probably not gonna see any frogs. Sorry. So I was thinking, maybe I'll just walk around and see if there's any frogs still out, because you never know. And I don't know. I guess not. But we know March and April, we might be able to get something. I really like frogs. And all the frogs we caught this year, we just let go. No reason to keep them, because it wasn't really my target. But I think next year I'm going to target a lot more. The frog population has come back here, and I'm going to target them for food and bait, things like that. All right, back. I had a phone call from work. Day off, can't even get a freaking day off because people don't call me. But it was scheduling for my birthday, because we, as a group, YouTube, we're all going to go down to the coast, and we're going to do some crabbing on my birthday, it's going to be my 40th birthday. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to go head down to one of my favorite bays. I'll let you guys know when we get there, though. But that is the plan, is to go head down to the coast, do some crabbing. I haven't done crabbing all year this year. I love crab, and I'm sure most of you guys do too. So we're going to go out and do that. I got plenty of bait in my freezer to do it. So, might spend a few days down there and have a good time with that. But apparently, I only get 3 days. I was trying to go for 5, but whatever. Things happen. But yeah, this fish keeps jumping over here, so I may switch up to something else. I kind of want to use, I don't know if I'm going to use a spinner. I probably should just use a spinner. Probably my best bet. So, I'm going to rig up a spinner and see what we can get. Alright. Oh, wait. What time is it, by the way? It's almost been 15 minutes. Almost. It's been about 12. 11, 12. So we're going to do a few more minutes on that. Gives me a few minutes to tie this up. See, that's probably what I'm going to have my best bet is one of these guys. Looks to be a big fish, so one of these big spoons is probably my best bet. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, get here. Another fish just jumped way over there where I threw the cat, what was it, the shrimp and beef stick. And something pretty good size just splashed over there. Not that you guys can see it, because you're probably looking at my poles. Come on. We're almost there. Kind of being rude, though. I need to get some new line. I need to get a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. But money's tight. I used to buy a rod. New rod, new reel. And then reline every one of my rods like every year. I think I've been using the same rods for quite some time now. And some of the ones that I still have are my oldest rods. The ones that toughed it out the most were the ugly sticks. Yep, good old ugly sticks. Not sponsored by them, and I would never have to be. Guarantee you, every single, and I will swear to it, by the way, every rod I've ever had, that wasn't an ugly stick has broken. And almost every rod I've ever had, up until this last year, because I had a couple of them, the ugly sticks, these, I don't know how, this is my newest one. Honestly, that's my newest rod. This was bought this year. I think it was used. It was from somebody else. They used it like once. The biggest one is the newest, and that's an ugly stick. This one is probably over 20 years old, and that one's got to be, one out there's 15, the smaller one. My oldest ugly stick, that is 32 years old, still works. I don't use it very much because, well, it's 30-something years old. It's seen some fish. But yes, ugly sticks are absolutely my favorite fishing rod. Swear by them till the end of the day. Till the end of days. Is that how that works? Till the end of days. Wish people would leave me alone on my day off. You guys ever had problems like that? You just try to mind your own business. People keep bugging you. It's like you go all week, just no one does anything, says anything to you. So right when you want to do something for yourself, it's like, hey. And these are the same people that know I'm doing it too. Like, they know I'm out here. So the person that bugs me the least is my girl when I'm out fishing. She lets me do my thing. This is why I'm still with her. She's a wonderful lady. No. Well, it's not a fishing trip if you don't dump something out all over the ground, huh? I almost did it twice. Okay. Stay in there, okay? Ooh, I might throw a worm on the... Oh, what am I going to do with that? I might throw a worm on the back end of that. That one has some red on it. Got into the red one there, so... Whoa! Hello. Spinning. The green got into the red. Made it greeny red. See if that does something at some point. I might leave that out. Oh, something feels funny. Felt some thumping when I was bringing it in. I don't know what that was. It's just been rocks or something. So, shrimp's gone, which is probably typical. Shrimp's soft, it don't last very long. Let's see. Let's just throw a bunch of shrimp on. Alright. I'm just going to give this one a little toss out there. There we go. It's about where I was seeing it tailing a lot. Alright. We'll get the other rod. Alright. Nothing. Move that up more. I'm just going to do a small sausage stick. Small size piece of sausage. Oh yeah, I said I was going to cast with the spinner first. Almost forgot about that. I'll just put that right here. We're only allowed to use 2 rods here in Oregon, and we have to pay for that fact. It's kind of funny. It's like, so, pay for a fishing license, we have to pay to be able to use 2 separate rods. I don't know. Let's see how this works. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Really? That was cute. And now that is a new move. It is entirely a new move. That's hilarious. Really? No give today, eh? It's okay. No, this is where you turn away from it. Because it's just gonna hit you right in the fucking balls. Cute. Oh, there's a big fish that just swirled right where I casted. Of course, I just lost my spinner. So, there's that. Alright, whatever. Let's fix it. Round 2. Oh, there's a big swirl right above my bait. He goes down and gets it. Couple big swirls over there. This is pretty heavy. It rattles. It's one of those big trout out there. So I don't frickin' lose it. Here, let's cast it this way. Okay, that's better. I have to bust out the bobber. There's a big old fish right there. There's a big old trout right there. There's a big old trout right there. Come on, baby. That was a big trout. Big old trout just came up. So I know now. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a nice big trout still in here. I have to. Change it up. Change up the power bait or something. Nice big fish just swam up and kissed the top of the water. No, he saw my bait when he swam by. Had to have. Let's change this up a bit. Trout the Silver Castmaster. At least this is what I call them. They came in a box of Amazon package thing I got there. Basically, all these spinners kind of look like, this looks somewhat similar to Blue Fox. They just, they're the off brands, I guess. Seem to do the job. I've got a few on them. But I just don't want to get in trouble for calling it something it's not. But they are a type of spoon. Oh, there's a big fish following it in right there. There's a big fish right there following it in. He just swam by it again. Big fish just followed it in. Oh my gosh. You guys are seeing that? Oh, there's like 15 of them just swim by. Maybe not, maybe like 5. I'm gonna have to change it up and put some power bait on. There's quite a few fish in here. Oh my Lord. There's quite a few fish just swimming by. That's why I wish I had my underwater GoPro still. There's just so many schooled up right there. And none of them bit my spinner. Alright, this is what I'm going to have to do, folks. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cast with this one more time. Cast with this one more time. Just for good measure. Okay, so take this. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to cast it. Not there. Hold on. Never done this with trout before because of the wire and stuff, but let's do it. These are big trout. Let's see what we can get. I'm going to throw in some shrimp. They must have stocked this, and they didn't say anything on the stocking part. There's quite a few tons of fish right down there. Let it sit right there. I'm gonna go get my bobber out. Bobber out. Shrimp. What should I do? Be honest. Should I do power bait? Bobber. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. take this off. Take this off right here. And we are going to, I think we're going to get out this, because that. See how much power bait I have, which I have. Power bait, yes, yes, yes. We're going to do that trick. So, get me a nice size hook. Ooh, I might use the other hooks I have here. I like these ones. Use a good size one of these. There he is. Do about that. About that. That's good. I think. Who knows? I think we're going about 3 feet because they're relatively close. 3 feet there. Okay. See. Tomorrow, I might, if I talk the lady into it, come back out here with my salmon eggs and back out here with my salmon eggs because I got some really good ones, and that's what I caught the biggest trout out of here was on my salmon eggs. That big old one that was on my profile before, you guys probably don't see it now. So I changed my profile, if you haven't noticed. More official. I feel like it's more official. Where are you at? There you is. Okay, here we go. Okay, now that's tied up. All tied up, all tied up, all tied up with a little hooky. Put that there. I'm gonna put this here. Probably should go back and get my water. I'm excited. Alright. My garlic scent. I truthfully didn't think there's going to be many trout left over here. And apparently there is. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to cast out very far, so I'm not going to need a very lot of weight. I need to get some weight. Get like 1 or 2 of these. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn this other one into a bobber rod. So that way I can fish from the bottom and fish from the top. Put some sand shrimp on the bobber on top. Or not sand shrimp, regular shrimp, sorry. My bad, folks. That's just regular raw shrimp. Sand shrimp is what I usually use at times. There we go. There we go. Hopefully, get ourselves a nice fish. Do is come over here and grab one of my torpedo bobbers. If I still have one. Do I not have a torpedo bobber? I do have a torpedo bobber. So torpedo bobber is one of these little guys right here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Swivel on like that. I'm going to put a swivel on the back end. Like this. I hope it don't rain on me, but it looks like it just might. So after this, I'm going to pack up stuff I don't need out. I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to give me some leader out here. Your leader can vary how you want it. But I'll probably give myself 3 feet. Sometimes I give myself 6 feet, which is really when I'm using flies and when you got I don't know, usually when I'm using flies you got finicky fish, I guess. Fish, big fish, just, oh my god, guys, that is a catfish. You guys are missing the giant catfish just jumped over there. Holy Lord, oh my god, that thing was huge. That thing was freaking huge. That thing was enormous. I wish I could catch that baby. Thing was freaking huge. Huge freaking catfish. Fish. Huge fish. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do something here. Since I took that off already, I think that thing is going to be so big it'll snap my shit. Here. Gotta think about this. Cut this right here. Oh my god, that thing was huge. That's what I'm talking about, though. That's what I'm talking about. Take this and plop it right on there. Just like that. Give me that. That bad boy there. Move that up. Stick this guy in there. And I'm going to launch that back over there. That thing is freaking huge. I don't think you guys saw that. But that thing was massive. It was tucked up over there by a tree. Oh, I don't know how. I just amazingly casted that right where he was. I don't know how. I just did that. OMG. Oh, that cast was freaking amazing. It went right over that tree, and the line went that direction, and that was perfect cast. Perfect cast. I don't think I could have freaking did that if I wanted to again. I don't know how I did that cast. Landed right where he was. That is amazing. I thought for sure that was going to go into the tree. I think that's where I caught. That's where I hooked the biggest one before in my life anyway. It's right there. Damn. Okay, I gotta, yeah, we're about to get just fixed on here in a second. Here. Oh my Lord, that catfish was huge. Oh, I'd have to see if I got that on film. I don't think I did. That thing out of the water, entirely out of the water. Completely big old giant fat head. Big fat head. Oh man, that's amazing. Oh, I don't. Getting excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'll leave these out. I don't know what I did here. Oh yeah, that's the. Okay, I do got to put that on. There was a hook too. Oh my gosh. I sure hope that thing bites. I won't even keep it. It's so big, it's probably not even good to eat, but I want to catch it though. Bring it in. Thing is a monster. Thing was a monster. Well, if that catfish wouldn't have jumped, I was almost going to jump ship on the catfish, but that thing did its thing, and I was just going to go take off after these trout and do bobber and tag team these things, but I'm a little concerned. If I do that, I'm going to miss out on that catfish. That thing was massive. Massive. Those are those massive channel cats. There's maybe, I guess it could be a yellow belly, but that thing was so big I went and got the wire hook. Because I know when that thing bites, or I think it's a wire, whatever that leader is. See, knowing those big ones are in here, like that, like, where are the small ones, too? That's the other part. It's like, they're small, but where are the eaters? Like, that's what I'm looking for, is the eaters. There's anything more than a couple pounds and under 10 pounds, because some eaters. I'll do this. And that. Now, since this isn't getting anything, which is kind of disappointing, and they were just sitting right there, too. Right where you see my power bait, that's right where they're at. Just a swimming by there. Alright, so putting this down. And now, I'll pick up this guy. Because, if I can, let me give a toss. Hopefully, go after that shrimp. Oh, a fish just swam by it too. No way. Right next. Right up close. Jesus. There's a fish dead. Swimming around it. Yep, I knew it was going to start raining. Just knew it. I knew it was going to start raining. Oh, you should put this stuff away first. There's a fish. There's a fish on that. On something out there, because it just... It's like a green bobbery thing just swam away. I thought it was power bait, and so it kind of looks like it, but as soon as I cast it, it just swam. I really gotta come back here with my eggs. hear frogs still. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but I can. There's still frogs. Maybe we'll find one around here and we'll catch it. Thought if anything was going to work, it'd be this. Shrimp on a bobber. This ain't working. This will work again, I guess. Put this guy up there. By the tree. Seems to be the deepest, but closest to the bank. That's about where they are. Seems to be where they swing by a bit. So I'm just gonna let him sit there. Do his thing. I'm really hoping that catfish jumps on this. That'd be so great. So they are jumping here, so maybe they are going to swing by here in a second. Right there now. Basically just swim around this whole thing like this. All the way around. Okay, got it, got a bite, got a bite. Right. Oh, got him, got him, got him. Damn it, he came off. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Whoa. Sorry, guys, I missed him. I missed him. He was right there. He was right there. Sorry, guys. Gotta do that again. See if we can't do that again. I'll put that back right where I found it. Okay. Had a nice one. It's a pretty good size one, too. That's the distinct part about it. That was a really nice one. First bite all day and I screwed up. I'll change the battery here in a minute anyway. That one got me all excited. Whew. Man. I get the adrenaline running, just adrenaline kicks, and then, and I can't believe I lost it. But it's okay. I don't think it was hooked correctly. Maybe it was. It was in the mouth or not. What'd you catch? A little bass? This guy's always catching a little bass. Nice! I thought they was asleep already. He caught himself a little bass. Yeah. And I just missed a trout. Yeah, that was definitely a trout, by the way. And I still hear frogs. So that still gives me hope for a frog. I want a frog or two. Might be hanging around the edges here. I did hear him chirping. Chirp, chirp. I can't believe I missed that trout. First bite all day. And I missed it. I was watching my line, I was like, looks like it's moving. Rod wasn't moving. And all of a sudden the rod started bouncing. Yeah, we're almost out of battery, guys. So while those are soaking, I'm going to change up the battery. It is raining on us a little bit, and hopefully when we come back, I'll have things changed up, and we're probably going to go after a little bit of bass, since you got a bass. I'm throwing a grub for sure. We're going to get one of those trout to bite it. Alright, well, check back in with you in a second. Alright, I had to put a new battery in. It had started raining on me immediately, and but I didn't move my rods. So brought in the big one, got that one there, and I'm going to put a grub, which I did, on this one right here. We're going to put some bait on it, or not bait, scent. You know what I'm talking about. Jeez. Correct me in the comments. Call me a noob. Alright, man. Really wish I would have been able to bring in that fish before it started raining. So I'm going to try at these trout with this bobber rig up and this grub. Hopefully, without knocking things over, we can achieve this. Fish are so finicky. I know that one fish wasn't the only hungry fish in the lake. It was not. Watching these guys come up and check it out, that's for dang sure, but they're not doing nothing with it. Except for that one that apparently got up. See, at first I thought it was off. And then all of a sudden it was there. And then when I was like, oh, yes. Then it was like, oh, no, I forgot. I was actually off. I was just fooling with you. There we go. Just going to put it right where I had the last bite, because sometimes fish are creatures of habit. I even caught a little perch on that grub one day. And don't seem to be getting any action today. And those perch, they'll just sit in this grass stuff. You won't even see them. All of a sudden, like a frickin' 2 or 3 pounder just comes out of nowhere. Oh, the biggest perch I've ever seen was about 3 or 4 pounds. Most of the time they're like, I don't know, this big. Get them like this big, but they start getting up into the couple pound range sometimes. How many you catch? How many you catching? Couple. Just bass? I didn't know if flat bass and bluegill was still swimming around. Sometimes they go deep. Come on, Lord, I need to feed the cats. Get me a big trout for the kitties. I don't think trout's their favorite, though. Honestly, I think the catfish and the bluegill. What did I do to these fish? There's one right there. Oh my god, there was one that just came up and just totally smashed at it and left. Turn tail. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. That was so disheartening. It's a big one too. It's a big one. He swam by that bait over here, swam by that, they didn't touch it, and then swam right by me and literally stopped in front of my baits. And then turned tail. We turned and sniffed at it. That's messed up. Oh, another one came up and turned at it too. Another one came up and looked right at it. Oh, Lord. Really? That's a nice one. What are you using? Oh. You got an extra one? Sweet. See if I can get a worm from this guy. Really? I just need one. I got these trout that are swimming by me, but they're not. They only bit that one. Oh, where'd you get these? In your yard?
Home, yeah.
Sweet. Thank you. All right, see that, guys? We got us a nice little worm. Let's see if I can't catch one of these trout that are just being obstinate today. Very obstinate. 3 of them had came out and looked at this grub and didn't want nothing to do with it. And they had to swim by that guy to do it. And so what I'm going to do is throw the worm on, get him. Just a chunk, because I only need a little chunk, I think. This might change up the whole game. This might change it all up, guys. If I put my rod down, maybe I might be able to do this easier. Okay. Oh. Maybe if I put the garlic scent on this guy, see what happens. Because that's what it is. Worm, garlic scent. That's what it said. I bought it. Let's see if I can't. He got another one. Guy's over there killing it with the bass. Not really going for the bass. I'm going for the trout. If I can get the trout. They don't want spinners. They don't want power bait. They don't want nothing. The one freaking fish did want something. I lost. Alright. Yeah, let's see that again. Oh, something was eating at that. Okay, that's good to know. Something was. Alright, I'm going to throw this back out there. And apparently something was eating at it, so that's always good to know. Oh, I got it around the tree. Haha. Oops. So those 2 things I'm going to just leave out there. And just for a second, I'm going to pick up the rest of the stuff. Might just take it back to the car and then come back and check these. It's getting wet and rainy. Wet and rainy. Alright, yeah, it's in there good. Because it's getting wet and rainy, I'm going to put this there. That bait goes there. Yeah, we're running out of battery. Went through two batteries. Starting to run out of memory on my SD card, and I don't know which one's empty. So I'm going to take all the rest of the stuff, all my stuff back towards the car, and then I'm going to come back for the rods, give them that little extra minute of soaking. Big old fish just jumped over there. I think I'm going to come back tomorrow, so that way I can actually maybe use some of my salmon eggs or something like that. That's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back tomorrow. Because those trout are right there. And they're big. They're good-sized trout. So, since the salmon aren't doing a whole lot, and I actually really don't want to go salmon fishing. It takes a lot of effort, and this is right by my house. I'm just gonna come back tomorrow, take care of those fish. But so recap for today is we had one fish on, we had another fish snacking our stuff, and the frogs are still actually active, which is surprising. And yeah, so not a bad day. No, it's actually not a bad day at all. It's a good day to get out and do some fishing. Well, folks, I think that's it for me today. We have only caught or hooked that one, and we're kind of losing the light, and it's getting relatively wet, and I'm getting hungry, and I would like a beer. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but White Claw. Yeah, specifically White Claw. It's kind of a YouTube thing now. Everybody's always liking the White Claws. I love the Surge, by the way. If you guys ever want to hook it up, just the blueberry, maybe the blackberry, Surge White Claw. It's my favorite. All right. Well, I am going to turn it around. We're going to reel in this rod just in case we do catch something. Because we might. But as of now, I've already told you, we're probably, or my weight off. Yeah, something off. I think that was the weight I just took off. Oh no, that's not the weight. That was definitely a fish. Well, that fish is gone now. So, I don't know if something had it in its mouth or what. Which is possible. We saw something munching on it. I believe these guys are pretty toasty. I don't know. Maybe I'll give them one more shot. Who knows? Okay. So we will catch you tomorrow. I think we're gonna come back here because here. Let me get all my stuff. Okay. So tomorrow, I definitely think that's gonna be a possibility. I definitely want to use those eggs. I don't normally use salmon eggs for trout, but when there's big trout and they're usually finicky, usually means they're pretty good trout. They're like healthier. Watch, we'll cut these open. They'll be pink inside, not all that white stuff. So they generally like better things than just power bait. They'll nibble at power bait. Usually hit the spinners. Today's an off day. But anyway, we're definitely gonna come back here, and I am so glad I'm leaving right now because it is gonna dump on us. It might even dump on us tomorrow. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Get you. All right, folks, we're back at day 2 of trying to catch something out of this pond. Recap: we did have one on yesterday, and we had seen a giant catfish, and one guy caught a bunch of bass next to me, which was kind of surprising because I did not think that was going to happen. But today it's really calm. There's only one person in my spot over there, and then one across there, and one way over left of me. And I'm going to try to be quiet today because it's really calm. And I don't know if shouting is really good. Also, kind of still embarrassed about filming. It's different because I'm not embarrassed doing it because I know this is going to go see the world. It's just doing it in front of a live crowd. There's just something about that. Some people take to it real well. Some just kind of move away or think I'm weird, I guess. But everybody's doing it nowadays, so it's like getting used to that. But right now, I'm looking around the shallow spots here, right up next to our shore, just like that. And I don't know if you guys can see because there's a fish right there. It's a bass. See a little bass right there, which is surprising. They're still out. I don't know if this makes any difference, but I'm going to do this for you guys. Oh, I guess it kind of does make it. Oh, get it in there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to see how that turns out on. So, now that you guys saw that, hopefully we get to see the big one swim by through there. Anyway, so first things first is we're going to put out the one rod with the power bait because power bait, but I brought some good eggs. So hopefully those eggs right there. We're going to use those to see if we can entice those finicky fish. The guy even said that the fish are very finicky, especially when it's not stormy here. And that is the thing. The biggest fish I ever caught out of here was one of the stormiest days. So, you know, who knows? We might be able to get something. If not, I guess me and the cats are going to go hungry. Because I want some fish. Alright, so I'm going to turn you guys around and we'll get into this. Alright, so now that we got that on, we're going to take it and toss it out here. I'm thinking this way. So that's about where I saw them just cruising, constantly cruising right through there. So I'm going to do that, set this one up right here. This rock has a nice little stand for it. Hopefully, get something there. Take out my bobber and hook here. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I've seen a couple videos, YouTube videos, where they've cut open the fish and there was like snails and slugs in them, and I just happened to see a slug here. And I'm wondering, maybe I should put it on my hook. So I'm going to give that a shot and see what happens. Okay, I think I got it on there right. Okay, now let's see what I can get for it. Those bass are still there. Well, folks, we're off to a very slow start this morning. I only seen one. I've seen one fish jump. That's kind of startled me. I've only seen one fish jump, and I hear a bunch of froggies. Over there, I think they may have saw me. They definitely see me. They're definitely right there. I can see it. Maybe I can go get my rod and catch it. Huh. Well, anyway, he decided to stop, or she. And like I said, it is a very slow morning here, and probably going to change it up a little bit. I was really hoping that slug had something to do with, catching something like the bass, because, yeah, they're all gone now. There's just a couple swimming right through there, back and forth, and only one fish jumped way over there in the middle, and that was it. But I'm thinking about putting on those salmon eggs and see if that changes things up a bit. Hopefully that has better luck than the slug. Alright. So what we're going to do with those eggs is we're going to make an egg. We have the egg loop on our hook already. Just pull back the knot. Push up the line just like that. Yeah, see? You take one of these guys. Just like this. It's a skein of eggs. And you just slide it over the top. And it cinch you down. I go rinse off my hands because that stuff stains. Stains like crazy. Let's see if this will work. To it over, yeah. These eggs are pretty heavy. It's taking the bobber down. Alright folks, I had turned you off for a sec to save the battery. I might still do that intermittently throughout the day. But I had just seen 3 big trout swim by, and they swam by my eggs. Yeah? Yeah? No. That one I lost.
Oh.
I was actually, just started YouTube, so I'm trying to do YouTube videos. And it's working out. I like it, and it's fun. People like to see it, I guess. But yeah, no, I lost my underwater camera one. But yeah, I would have put it right down in there like that. Actually, I can make this underwater, but you just saw all the fish we can't catch. So, but yeah, no. Like I was saying, I'm gonna shut off the camera intermittently, maybe, if we're not gonna get any action this morning. But I saw those 3 trout swim right by us. I don't know which way they went, and they barely even looked at my bait. So I don't think they're that interested. So what we're gonna do is, I'll probably put on my last bit of power bait, and we're gonna sit out there and wait for it, and hopefully, oh yeah, I got that spinner I could probably use too. I don't know what gets these things action, or getting these things to bite. This pond is really weird this year. Usually it's always morning catch, and then maybe an evening catch. And I guess this time it's been more of an afternoon type thing, so I don't want to waste all my battery until afternoon, so hopefully we can get one before then, because I'm starting to get hungry. Well, I'm going to turn you guys off for a little bit, save some battery, because we're not getting nothing. Turn you back on when we do. Literally just said I was going to turn you guys on when I get a bite, and holy hell, I got a bite. Alright, well, we're back a little bit. We haven't had any bites since that last one. I said I'm going to shut you guys off so that we can save battery, and I'll turn you on when we get a bite. And I immediately turned around, and we're having a bite. And then as soon as I turned you guys back on, he took off. And that's why God was playing tricks on me. So what I did is I set up the catfish one just in case, as a big chunk of bluegill on it. The wind has picked up, which is good, because apparently that's when this pond likes to actually produce fish for us, and the fish have just now started to jump across the top. So hopefully that gets these guys moving. Otherwise, it's just really cold out here, and got random people walking behind me all the time, which is kind of fun. But no good fish yet. No good strikes. Those coho eggs are not doing what I expected them to do. I really had high hopes for that. Also had high hopes for the slug I found, but things happen. Well, anyway, I guess we can turn you back around. We'll see what we're gonna get. Hopefully, we catch something. Otherwise, it'll be just another day out on the pond. So, of course, I just had another bite when I wasn't paying attention. So that seems to be the key here. So, yeah. It's crazy. I hear something. I turn around, my rod's just bounce, and then all of a sudden, get over here, and it's like, nothing. Not even a nibble. It's insane. Are you taking off? Are you leaving? Oh, cool.
I'll get the bad luck out of the boat. Maybe you get one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now that we're moved over, I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. I do got to change out a battery. I have to do that. I'm going to re-rig up some of the eggs, and I'm going to sit here and we're going to watch and look to see if anything's going to grab them dang eggs. I'm in that perfect spot where they were yesterday. They seem to be coming right through here all the time, so that's what we're going to do. And sorry, I'm starting to get super hungry. Like, hungry. So, either going to catch me a fish soon, or we're going to have to call it quits. And I don't want to. So, let's see what we can get, alright? I'm just going to turn you around. Actually, no, I'm going to change out the battery. Definitely turn you back on once we catch a fish. You'd have one more bite over there, and that's what irritates me. As soon as I turn around, it's just bam, and I'm going to come back over here, and they're gone. So, maybe I'll just stick to one rod? I don't know what I'm going to do. But, we're going to figure it out. Okay, I've only been here for like 5 minutes at this new spot. As soon as we moved over, and there has been fish just swimming back and forth again, and nothing's going after any of my bait. I think one went over and took a nice look at it and then left. Just got fish just swimming around us, nothing really taking anything. Kind of sucks. It's like fishing in a, like an aquarium, or like at the Rainbow Trout Farm, but no one wants to bite anything you have. It's weird. It's weird and kind of depressing, but that's what fishing's for. Gotta keep trying, and keep trying, and try some more. But hopefully these eggs, this is what, the last time I had eggs out here, the last time I brought these type of eggs out here, because I never bring my trout egg, or salmon eggs out to fish for trout. Like, it's just kind of a waste. But when they're this big a trout, it's not. It's only a waste when they don't bite it, which they're not doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep dingling with this, the egg one with the bobber, because that's probably my best shot at getting these, because every time they hit the one on the ground or on the bottom, they whack at it and then move. This one, they're probably going to want it more if they do decide to commit. So, since I've seen 3 or 4 fish swim by here, I'm going to turn you guys around, and that's what we're going to do. I almost messed that up, guys. That is a fish down there I just saw. Got a fish. Yes! Yes, guys! Yes. Yes. See that? Yes, baby. Yes. I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. Oh my God. Okay. Yay. Look at that. Look at that. I got one on the eggs. Oh yes. Yes, high five. Look at that. Took 2 freaking days and I got to see him bite my hook. Oh my God. That's the best thing right there. Look at that. Oh, don't. 2 days. 2 stinking days. These are natives. These are like, not, I mean hatchery, but what do I call them? Yeah, these are like organic. They're not they're normal hatch. Oh, hey. Man, he just threw me around for a loop here. He just threw me for a nice little loop. Hey. Calm down, mister. Love those hooks. Those hooks came out of that Amazon package, by the way, guys. Amazon package hooks. Hey. Come on. No. Look at the teeth on those, guys. That's a beautiful trout. This is almost a baby steelhead. Oh, fucking beautiful. Amazing. Beautiful. Yes, gotta dispatch this. Alright. Look at that, guys. That got me a nice fish. What am I doing? I'm discombobulated. So this is why, if I'm ever going to use them beautiful salmon roe, right there, that beautiful salmon roe, if I'm ever going to do that for trout, they have to look like this. I won't do it for no, regular old rainbow trout you'd find at a hatchery. No, I mean there's a place here in Oregon that they do organic. Well, actually, you know what I do got to do? Got to bleed you. So I guess probably. Oh, there's a baby frog. Oh, dead. There's a dead baby frog. Or is that a fake frog? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't want to stick my fingers down there to figure it out either. Hang on, look at that. Beautiful fish. Beautiful. All the colors on him. Oh yeah. Okay. That made my day. That made my last 2 days. Finally. Got one. Little Icky's gonna be happy as hell. That cat loves fish. I'm happy because we scored one. Love doing that. Let's see if we can do another one. I'll measure that one up just before we leave. Alright, let's get into this. Let's get us. Oops. Oh my God, he came up and he just missed the whole thing, just took all the singles. Oh, baby, come on. Oh, you just swam by it, girl. Boy took all the singles, girl just swam by. Oh my God, the big one just came up and smashed one of the single eggs I just dropped out there. So tired of my thing not cooperating with me. That started to get aggravating too as well. So many of them just swimming around my bait. And they're just picking up all the single eggs. Got him. Got another one, guys. Not as big as the last one. Not as big as the last one. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice. 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 Hey, stop. This is a girl. I can tell. Full eggs. Full on eggs. Just nailed it. Gotta get another one. Gotta get another one. Love these eggs, man. Never, that's not even, this, I would never, honestly, guys, oops, sorry, YouTube blood. Oh, I want to clean her up. Okay, this would be too small for me to want to use my eggs for, to be honest with you. I like them bigger. When I'm going to use eggs, especially my salmon eggs, those are precious eggs, man. Precious eggs. I don't like using my salmon eggs for anything but steelhead or salmon, because they are so precious. It takes me a long time to get them, a long time to cure them, and they don't last very long when you get them. Damn! Look at this! Look at the size difference, guys. Size difference. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time, hopefully. All right, folks. That's it for the day. We are going to wrap it up. That is day 2 with 2 fish. And we only put maybe like 3 hours in today. Only like 2.5 hours yesterday. So within 5 hours, we got 2 nice, beautiful fish. I don't know if you see that. Maybe not. These are beautiful fish. Sorry, my card reader was slow, so my camera stopped. 17 inches. 10, 12. 10 inches. So, and there's still more out there. There's a ton out there. Unfortunately, I'm starving, so I am going to go home, and I will catch you on the next one.